Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about something incredibly important, where you should never put your money. In a world filled with countless investment opportunities, financial products, and get-rich-quick schemes, it's easy to become confused, overwhelmed, or even tempted by promises of instant wealth. But as many experienced investors and financial experts will tell you, the key to long-term financial success is not about chasing every opportunity that comes your way, but rather about avoiding the places that can lead to financial ruin. There are places where if you put your money, you're not only risking your savings, but you're also possibly jeopardizing your future. So, let's take a moment to explore 7 of the worst places where you should never invest your money. First, let's talk about gambling. Gambling is one of the most well-known and well-publicized ways to lose money quickly. Whether it's through casinos, lottery tickets, sports betting, or online gambling platforms, this is a place where the odds are always stacked against you. The entertainment industry likes to portray gambling as a way to get rich fast. But the truth is that, for the vast majority of people, it's a way to get poor even faster. When you gamble, you're essentially betting against the house. And the house always wins in the long run. There's no skill involved, only luck. And even that is not in your favor. The allure of winning big can be tempting. But remember that for every winner, there are dozens of losers. In fact, the more you engage in gambling, the more likely it is that you'll lose everything you put in. The emotional roller coaster of wins and losses only adds to the addiction that so many individuals struggle with. It's a dangerous cycle that can not only destroy your financial future, but also your mental and emotional well-being. Next, we turn to get-rich-quick schemes. In today's world, the internet is flooded with promises of financial freedom and millionaire status in a short amount of time. These schemes typically offer a way to make money with minimal effort and maximum rewards. But the reality is that they are almost always too good to be true. From multi-level marketing businesses, MLMs, to too good to miss investment opportunities, these schemes often rely on the participation of many people who keep pumping money into the system, while only a few at the top of the pyramid make money. One of the most popular forms of these schemes is the investment in products that offer huge returns but are actually little more than a thinly veiled way of extracting money from new participants. The problem with these types of schemes is that they don't offer any real value or sustainable business model. They rely on an unsustainable cycle of new people coming in with money to fund those at the top, and when the cycle inevitably collapses, everyone else loses their money. By the time you realize that you're being scammed, it may be too late to recover what you've lost. There's no shortcut to real wealth, and anyone who promises otherwise is not offering a legitimate investment opportunity. Another area to avoid is high-interest loans, especially payday loans. These loans prey on people who are in a financial bind and need quick cash to get through the month. While they may seem like a quick fix in moments of financial stress, payday loans are one of the most financially devastating products available. They typically come with exorbitant interest rates that make it almost impossible to repay the original loan amount. And many people end up stuck in a vicious cycle of borrowing more just to pay off previous loans. The fees and interest charges on payday loans are often astronomical, sometimes reaching rates in the hundreds or even thousands of % annually. And what starts as a small loan can quickly spiral out of control, leading to a situation where you owe far more than you initially borrowed. These types of loans are predatory and exploit the vulnerabilities of individuals who are struggling financially. When you take out payday loans, you're not only putting your financial future in jeopardy, but also subjecting yourself to overwhelming stress and a sense of hopelessness that can affect other areas of your life as well. Fourth, let's discuss timeshares. Timeshare ownership is often marketed as an affordable way to invest in vacation properties, but it is frequently a bad financial decision. When you buy a timeshare, you are essentially purchasing the right to use a vacation property for a set period each year. While this might sound appealing for someone who loves to vacation, the reality is that timeshares come with high upfront costs, as well as ongoing maintenance fees and property taxes. What most buyers don't realize is that timeshares lose value over time, much like cars do. You're not buying a solid investment, but rather an overpriced vacation package. Many timeshare owners find it difficult to sell their timeshares, and when they do, they typically have to sell them at a significant loss. Additionally, the maintenance fees continue to rise every year, often well beyond the rate of inflation. This creates a financial burden that may not seem apparent at the time of purchase, but quickly becomes clear once you're locked into this agreement. There's little resale value for timeshares, and their value in the market is very low. Therefore, putting your money into a timeshare is, more often than not, an unwise financial decision. Similarly, another place to avoid is investing in collectibles or rare items as a primary source of wealth. People are often lured into thinking that rare items like vintage cars, rare art, limited edition watches, or antique furniture will yield massive returns over time. While some individuals have indeed made money on collectibles, it's not a reliable or sustainable way to build wealth. The market for collectibles is highly speculative and can be incredibly volatile. Trends in the collectibles market can change rapidly, and what is valuable one year may lose all of its worth the next. Many people have been burned by buying rare items at inflated prices, only to find that the market for those items crashes soon afterward. Additionally, investing in these items requires deep knowledge and expertise in the specific market, as well as significant time and effort to authenticate and maintain the items. For most people, investing in collectibles is more of a hobby or passion project rather than a sound financial decision. The risk of losing money, combined with the lack of liquidity and high maintenance costs, makes collectibles a poor choice for most investors looking to grow their wealth. Next, let's discuss the risks of investing in companies or businesses that you don't fully understand. Many people put their money into stocks, bonds, or private companies that they know very little about, hoping to see a return without fully researching the investment. This approach is incredibly dangerous. When you invest in something you don't understand, you are essentially gambling. While it's easy to be swayed by trends, hype, or advice from others, not knowing the fundamentals of the business you're investing in leaves you vulnerable to making bad decisions. For instance, if you invest in a company without understanding how it makes money, its competitive advantages, or its financial health, you are operating in the dark. This could lead to massive losses if the company falters or if the market conditions turn against it. Thorough research and understanding of any investment, especially in individual stocks or private businesses, are critical to reducing the risk of failure. If you don't have the time, energy, or expertise to fully evaluate an investment, it is better to stay out of it altogether and look for more transparent and reliable options. J.P. Morgan. Finally, there are investments in highly speculative real estate ventures that promise incredibly high returns with minimal effort. While real estate can be a good investment over time, some ventures can be downright risky. These types of investments often promise returns that are far higher than what is reasonable for the market. For example, some developers or agents may offer opportunities in rapidly appreciating real estate markets or in regions that are just about to boom. While real estate can be lucrative, the market is subject to significant volatility, and there's no guarantee that a particular location or development will appreciate in value as promised. Limited partnerships are not unusual in the real estate business. Additionally, many of these speculative ventures come with a high degree of leverage, meaning you could be borrowing heavily to fund the investment. This increases your risk exponentially. If the market turns sour, or if there is a sudden economic downturn, you could be left holding on to a property that's worth far less than what you paid for it. Furthermore, these types of speculative real estate ventures often come with high transaction fees and other hidden costs that can eat into any potential profits. The combination of risk, high costs, and uncertain returns makes these investments a bad choice for the majority of people. So, where should you put your money? The key to growing wealth over time is to invest wisely in assets that are reliable, diversified, and backed by solid fundamentals. Instead of chasing the quick fix or the latest shiny object, focus on building a portfolio of investments that have stood the test of time. It is important to invest in things you understand, diversify your holdings, and consider your long-term financial goals. Patience, knowledge, and a strategic approach will help you avoid these 7 places where your money could be in grave danger, and instead you can work towards financial security and peace of mind.